Thank you for tuning in for another enlightening video.
Let's explore St. John's Gospel, chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. This verse, though famous, is often misinterpreted. On a surface level, it may seem to imply that Jesus is going somewhere and will return later. The common interpretation is that after Jesus ascended to heaven and settled matters, he will come back to us. It is believed that the Lord, having gone to settle down, is waiting to return, and we even sing songs waiting for his return. Yet it's essential to understand the context. John the Apostle penned these words before the pivotal event of Jesus' crucifixion. Let's revisit the verse. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. Now let's zero in on a crucial aspect. If it were not so, I would have told you. So where did Jesus go to prepare the place? He refers to my Father's house. Prior to this, Jesus uttered similar words at the age of 12. Do you recall that moment? This marks the first recorded instance of Jesus speaking in the Bible. Refer to Luke 2:49. But why did you need to search? He asked. Didn't you know that I must be in my Father's house? In this verse, he mentions my Father's house. What does that signify? It pertains to a place of worship. Let's draw connections with the concept presented in the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 1. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. Where is the house that you will build me? And where is the place of my rest? This passage emphasizes that heaven is God's throne and earth is his footstool. The concept revolves around a place of residence for God, commonly known as a place of worship. This idea is articulated against the backdrop of the Jerusalem temple, which was familiar to the people and served as the primary place of worship. Traditionally, the Jerusalem temple was the exclusive place of worship. Now, Jesus introduces a paradigm shift, suggesting numerous residences or mansions in his Father's house and expanding worship centers worldwide. As we ponder where Jesus is going, the answer lies in Golgotha, to the cross. For that, let's read from John chapter 12, verse 32. And when I am lifted up from the earth, I will draw everyone to myself. Here, Jesus speaks of being lifted up from the earth, indicating his impending crucifixion. Similarly, in John chapter 3, verse 14, and as Moses lifted up the bronze snake on a pole in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted up. Moses erected the tabernacle in the desert, fashioned after the holy temple. Following this, the Jerusalem temple stood for 1,500 years. Later, a parallel emerges with the bronze snake raised in the desert, a replication in various places, numerous residences, and many temples. Subsequently, Jesus Christ experienced crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. The influence of Christianity then expanded globally. In commemoration of the serpent in the desert, an abundance of crosses rose across the world, adorning beautiful churches, worship centers, and temples, symbolic houses for God. These serve as places of solace for countless souls, each a spiritual dwelling. The psalmist expresses in Psalm 84, starting from verse 1. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of heaven's armies. I long, yes, I faint with longing to enter the courts of the Lord. With my whole being, body and soul, I will shout joyfully to the living God. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow builds her nest and raises her young at a place near your altar. O Lord of heaven's armies, my King and my God. What joy for those who can live in your house, always singing your praises. This emphasizes the significance of the altar, a place of rest, a place to run to, a place of refuge, a home. This recurring theme is evident throughout the scriptures. Now, let's delve deeper into the significance of Jesus Christ going to the cross and the transformation of the sacred space. His crucifixion wasn't merely a historical event, but a profound gesture to create a spiritual dwelling place. Initially, the mention of a place in Jerusalem carries historical weight. It refers to a specific locale, a focal point of worship exclusive to the Jews of that time. The Jerusalem temple held immense cultural and religious significance for the Jewish community. However, the transformative nature of Jesus' sacrifice reshaped the concept of sacred spaces. Following the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, the narrative expands. The once exclusive place in Jerusalem evolves into a universal concept. The idea of a sacred dwelling transcends geographical and cultural boundaries. The subsequent spread of the Church of God worldwide symbolizes this transformation. Now, churches around the world serve as places of worship and reflection. Importantly, these spaces are open to people of all religions, breaking down barriers and fostering inclusivity. The transformation is profound. It's no longer restricted to a specific group or location. The sacred space, once confined to Jerusalem, becomes a global phenomenon. The emphasis on inclusivity is crucial. These churches are not specifically for one group, the Christians, but extend a welcoming embrace to every individual on earth. The divine buildings are not discriminatory. They offer solace, guidance, and a sense of community to people from diverse backgrounds and beliefs. In essence, the journey from the cross to the global presence of churches signifies a universal invitation. The act of making a place for us expands beyond physical structures. It encompasses a spiritual home for everyone, regardless of their cultural or religious identity. The millions of divine buildings stand as a testament to the inclusivity and transformative power of Jesus' sacrifice, offering a sanctuary for all who seek it. This means that this verse has been fulfilled. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself. When you participate in the Holy Qurbano, recognize that Jesus Christ has personally prepared this place for you. It is not a creation of human hands. Jesus is the architect. With deep gratitude, we commemorate the Holy Qurbano, also known as the Holy Eucharist. Approach the church with a spirit of thanksgiving. As you express gratitude for celebrating the Eucharist, hold on to this reminder. Let your heart not be disheartened, for the Lord has chosen a specific dwelling place for you. At its core, your parish church emerges as the selected abode of Jesus Christ. So, attending church becomes more than a routine. It transforms into a sacred act of recognizing the individually crafted dwelling place by Jesus himself. In a world filled with misinterpretations of Bible verses, our channel endeavors to present videos that provide accurate understanding. Subscribe to our channels and experience blessings as you delve into profound insights derived from Scripture. Be blessed.
This content has been taken from Glorious Gospel Official. Thank you.